Going over the gold mythic market, bit shop update, the removal of the gold tokens, well, the gold tunes from the museum. So I'm gonna be pretty. I'm gonna be very optimistic in this video because, like with everything, I like to be optimistic. But I think execution is gonna probably let this down quite a fucking bit. So first of all, let's talk about the museum. Personally, I know a lot of people are upset about the museum being removed. When I say the museum being removed, I mean all the gold tunes in there are being removed, or sorry, have been removed. Personally, I'm not happy about that. It does remove people's ability to get some of these older tunes ready for Limit Break 3 and the Inner Circle, because Inner Circle, I'm not going to go into it because I'm going to rant like fuck, but let's just say they better put a cap on it and slowly release it, otherwise that's going to go to shit. But basically, I don't like the removal of it because I think it was a good way of people getting lots of the older tunes for Limit Break 1, 2, and 3. And some of these older tunes, they were still very viable, like Connor. Connor, he was one of the best fucking tunes for Conquest. Amazing for Conquest. Amazing for that road. He's great. And then you got Ty, awesome as well. So there's loads of good tunes in there. Jessie Anderson, you could use her on defense. Like, there's loads of fucking good tunes in there, and I did like the fact when a new tune would get added, the bottom's tune, the oldest tune in there will get 1,000 tokens cheaper. I like that. I thought it was a bit similar to the S-Class shards, and I thought that was a good way of people slowly building up their roster with limit breaks and whatnot. I thought that was a great fucking idea. But with the removal of it and the Inner Circle coming, it does make it a lot harder for people to get more duplicates for Limit Break 1, 2, and 3, like I said, which I think is just really shitty. So I'm not happy about the museum being removed, as I do think that is just limiting our ways of getting these tunes, because unless you actively go on the training ground and get lucky, getting these order tunes now is going to be just an absolute fucking nightmare. Now, with that being said, let's go on to something a bit more interesting. Now, I say interesting very lightly, because if it's done properly, it could be an amazing feature to the game. But like I said before, I think execution is going to really let this down. So here's my thing. Gold Mythic Recruits. But before we go into that, Mythic Recruits, there's just silvers in it now. You know, it's pretty fucking sad. They're not updating the Prestige Recruits anymore, which, you know, kind of sucks. And all of the other wheels, they're pretty much shit. So, you know, not looking too good. But here we are, Gold Mythic Recruits. So let's go over the positives first, because I do think it's got potential. Now, what do I mean? So first of all, as you can see, as the tunes go around in the wheel, there are some very appealing tunes to everyone in the game. Whether you're a light spender, you're a heavy spender, you're a new player, you're an old player, there's something in there for everyone pretty much, and I do think that's what Scopely's really done well. There's something in there for everyone pretty much, unless you've literally got every single tune in the game. It's going to be a good wheel for you. And they did say they will be adding more promos into the wheel over time, and they'll be adding more event tunes into the wheel over time. But it is a double-edged sword. So I'll quickly go into the black market real quick. So we'll go into the grey market, sorry. So you can trade your bits in here. So there's ways to get these gold token pools. Basically, you got to sell a gold for these bits, and then you got to sell your 6 stars and whatnot for these ones here. I don't like how they've bumped up the prices of the silver choice tokens, the silver random tokens. I do think it's a bit of a shitter. I think the Benedicts are too expensive as well. World Energy, yeah, we all need them because they rinsed us in that gobble event, which is absolute bollocks. But go back to the wheel. So obviously there is a few ways of getting these gold tokens. Not very consistent, since you have to sell your gold tokens. No, sorry, your gold tunes, which, unless you're at a good state where you can sell them, then you got Limit Break 3 backed up. It's not great. But here's where I'm going to say it's all about execution. If they give us more ways to get these gold tokens, this wheel is going to be very, very good for people. If they give us more gold tokens in events, if they give us larger amounts of gold tokens in events, and if they can give us at least, like, I want to say 10 of these pools a month, considering it's a 10% chance to get a premier tune, I think that's more than reasonable. Considering with Limit Break 3 and the the smaller pool of ways we can get these older characters, I think we do need more of these pools, and there is not very many ways of getting them. Like in the Old Man Gregor and Isabel, you can I forget what they're called, those swingy sword things, or the mace, whatever it is, the ball and stick. You can trade a few of those in for gold tokens, which is good. But you gotta get rid of a lot of them to get at least 10,000, and 10,000 is still a very lot for people to get. And like I said, 10% for a premier, 90% for an event recruit. I think if we get 10 of these pools a month, it's more than reasonable. They've just got to ramp up the amount of ways we can get them, the quantity of them, and I think it'll be a good addition to the game. But like I said, execution isn't exactly Scopely's greatest thing, let's say it like that. So I don't think we're going to be getting that many. I think we'll be lucky to get 3-4 a month. And with 10% for a premier recruit, and the pool consistently getting bigger, because they did say they will be adding more event tunes and premier tunes in here, and if they don't remove the older ones, it's just going to be an absolute royal shit fest to get the tune you want, either for a higher limit break, or you just want one of the tune because you think it might be viable. So I don't think it's a very good structure, just because we're not getting enough of these tokens in the game. With that being said, the bit shop, we'll go back into the bit shop real quick. So with the removal of the museum, they gave us this. So every 90 days, these tunes will rotate. Now, they are a little bit more rarer. I'll give Scopely that. I don't think any of them are necessarily shit, because more than likely, people haven't got 5 of them for Limit Break 3. So obviously Alice, very accessible. Sophia is one of those things that she's pretty rare. You might have a few Garretts, you might have a few Bruces. Cal was behind a paywall, so you've most likely got a grade 5 or maybe a Limit Break 1. Comrade behind a paywall. Barker you can get a third of. Eugene behind a paywall. Ash was harder to get. Skins was harder to get. Same with Martinez. So these tune selections isn't horrible for rarity, but for usefulness, they're pretty fucking shit. That's putting it lightly. They're not very meta impactful. They're not very attack oriented. They're not very defensive oriented either. They're just tunes that are there pretty much. They're not really used much. Like, yes, you can make the argument that, you know, Cal can be used on that whatever, that new road shit. It could be argued he can be used on there. Like Comrade as well. Oh, he's behind a paywall. Yeah. Eugene behind a paywall. Yep, absolutely. Dr. Stevens could still be used on defense. Yeah, I get it. But these tunes aren't very impactful. And compared to what we had in the museum, where we had like Connor, absolutely amazing for Conquest. We had Tyrese, a great leader. We had Jesse Anderson, pretty good for defense. You know, we had a large selection of tunes to go for, and yes, they had varying prices. We knew what we wanted to get. We could save up. We could buy them. But with this, you've just made the pool smaller and limited our ways of getting some of the older tunes, which I think is pretty dog shit. You know what I mean? So I do suggest for when this 90 days does end, we get a bigger pool of tunes to pick from, and yeah, like make some better tunes in there, because these tunes are very lackluster. I don't think anyone's gonna be really. Ooh, wow, I just got a Sophia from the grey market. This is absolutely fucking amazing. I don't think anyone's going to be saying that. Oh, yes, I just got 5 comrades. Yes. I don't think anyone's going to have that, like, you know, that reaction. Oh, yes, I just got 5 Eugenes. Are you going to be using them much? Probably not. But I got a Limit Break 5 now. So it's like, it doesn't have that same reaction. It's not very impactful to people. It's not very exciting for people. And that's why I've always been going on about in my videos. You need to make the game more engaging. You need to make people go, oh yeah, I really want this. I really want this. So I'm going to grind for this. I'm going to play for this. But with this, with the removal of the fucking museum's gold tunes and replacing it with such a small tune pool, it's not giving people that reaction. And it's dog shit. It really is dog shit. Also, I might be doing a different video on this, I might not, but they are doing a Mythic Battle Pass, where I'm not surprised it took them this long, but there's going to be exclusive tunes in there. So, the next one is going to be a Dayu, for the Typhoon event. probably going to be talking about GFang as well somewhere around the line, because not happy about that as well. But basically going on about the Mythic Battle Pass, they are releasing exclusive tunes in there. So if you are pay to play, or well, I'm not going to say pay to play, but if you get the Battle Pass, you can probably get at least 3, 4, maybe 5 of the tune. While free to play are going to get stuck with more than likely a grade 4 or 5, which is sucky as well. But yeah, just to conclude this video, the removal of the museum gold tunes were a big fucking no-no. Removing all our ways to get some of the older tunes, again, you know, a wide variety of tunes, and replacing it with a small pool of mainly meh characters, not very good in my books. The gold mythic wheel, I think the idea is good. I think the addition of premier tunes, the event characters, it's all a very good idea, but the way it is right now, with how many gold mythic tokens we're getting, it's just not there. We need a lot more ways to get them, a bigger quantity of them, and just generally, yeah, just a lot more tokens in rotation. With the removal of golds from the silver token wheel, I don't think anyone's going to be too upset about that. That the odds were pretty shit. I think, don't quote me on this, but I'm fairly sure the prestige is going next year as well. I think 5-star tokens, or I call it 5-star tokens, I think that might be gone as well next year. So again, they're closing down on the pools and just focusing on the certain ones, you know, which I'm not too upset about. They were just there for fodder mainly. So yeah, that's pretty much it. I just don't think the execution is going to be very good. I don't think the removal of the museum was very good. But with that being said, I've ranted for quite a fucking bit. I will have more videos out this week because there's a lot more shit I want to talk about. It's a rare occasion where actually there is quite a bit of, you know, stuff to talk about in the community. So I'll be using this opportunity to talk about the shit I want to, pretty much, because yeah, there's lots of content for it. So with that being said, I hope you enjoyed the video. Discord link in the description below. Like, comment, subscribe. Do you like the changes? Do you not like the changes? Do you think Scopely's going in the right direction with moving the museum and adding this new mythic market, or do you think it's just a complete, you know, way to drain us of all our shit, pretty much? So with that being said, peace out, boys. Have a good day, have a good night wherever you live, and yeah, peace out.